Welcome. My name is Steve Lopez, product owner at Network Perception. This video will provide a brief overview of using MPView Server to work with Fortinet configuration files. Once you have installed the MPView Server application, the first step in the process is to create a workspace. A workspace is one of the concepts we use to organize your data and devices. In this demonstration, I have already created a workspace named WSA. Clicking on this workspace will direct you to the home view where you can see a high-level overview of your primary routing devices. In this example, I manually imported one set of configuration files from Fortinet and also configured a Fortinet connector to automatically retrieve another set of network configuration files. Based on the configuration files I imported on the topology map, two firewalls are presented on our home view. Depending on your configuration files, you may see other routing devices such as firewalls, routers, or switches. Selecting any of these two firewalls will open an information panel on the left side of the screen that will provide you with an in-depth understanding of the health and connections associated with that routing device. From this menu, you can rename the routing device, assign a category, assign a criticality, and access additional tables of data that informs us more about this firewall. The risk assessment grading is assigned for each firewall based on the number of open risks and warnings and their associated criticality. Connectivity matrix shows all of the connections for the selected firewall and the IP rules for each connection. Risk and warnings show the active risks, warnings, and the criticality. The access rules and object groups show the rules or object groups for the selected device with the ability to compare two sets of rules or object groups and display the differences. In this scenario, we currently have one configuration file available. However, if there are any other additional updates, an additional file will be displayed and a comparison can be conducted from this screen. A summary of the number of routes and a table of the interfaces are also displayed from this menu. To view additional information such as networks, hosts, VPN tunnels, or other assets that are hidden on the home view, you can right-click on a routing device such as this firewall to drill down to a more detailed view, or select multiple devices to create a custom view. Let's jump into a more detailed view of the network by clicking on Menu, Manage Views, and accessing this custom view I created earlier. From the topology map, you can create custom visual groups called zones by selecting a group of nodes and creating the zone in the menu that appears. You can also auto-generate zones from the main menu by going to Manage Zones and Auto-Generate Zones. The zones will be created based on the information contained within your imported configuration files and will help segment your network into trusted and untrusted zones. Selecting one of these devices, such as this workstation, I can look at more details about how this network is routed and what communication paths are available from an end-to-end perspective. Clicking on inbound connectivity, selecting a service such as TCP 3389, I can highlight the path the source object takes to get to its destination host, in this case, the workstation. I can also click on outbound connectivity, select the service, and I can see the workstation connecting to the network over remote desktop. While on the same outbound connectivity menu, I can run a stepping stone analysis. This lights up the map with different colors, red, orange, and yellow, so that you can see from this device as a source that there are several devices that are directly connected in some way, and that there is a path through this firewall to this device. If the device were vulnerable to a ransomware or malware attack, it could take root and then pivot and infect across these other routers and firewalls. Every device that is highlighted in orange is one stepping stone away, and then could pivot again and infect all of the devices that are highlighted in yellow. This penetration perspective can provide a view of how a malware ransomware attack may affect your network. MPView Server also offers powerful reporting features. To access these reports, go to the main menu and click on Summary Reports. These reports take the form of a simple workspace report, an industry best practice report, or a detailed report on a specific compliance framework. All of these features in MPView Server help provide solutions to your networking system, produce record-keeping documents for compliance and audit purposes, and protect your mission-critical assets. Thank you for watching. For additional information, please visit our website at network/perception.com, where you can access our knowledge base and find other great tutorials.